Hey guys, so in this video, we're just gonna give a few final touch-ups to the entire model. It should be formatted. It should look bad, right? So let's start off with that. First and foremost, let's just call this. Let's just talk about the unit all figures in our CR mentioned otherwise, right? Here you can do the same thing, right? Go to number 2. Talk about just copy the same message, but all figures are in INR, right? Unless mentioned otherwise. Same message over here. Right. Let's just get page set up over here. Yep. Just write this down. Okay, so let's just group all of this, right? So it's easier to compress. Let's compress this. Right. Just do this. Do the same thing for the unit model. Okay, let's just this PNL. Okay, so this has been formatted as well. That's good. Same thing for unit model, right? EP. Track this, right? Auto fit this, okay. Let's just group and hide all of this. To make life simpler. Oh, this is already done. We've done this earlier. That's good. Okay. Let's make sure uniformly it's 85% zoom across all pages. Yeah, so let's just change this to make this 1, 2, 3. Let the problem statement come here, right? Okay. So let's just go to the problem statement once again and see how we've solved it. So the first part is we had to build a unit model monthly for one restaurant for 60 months, right? So we did that over here. We built out the entire model, the profit and loss statement, balance sheet, cash flow, debt schedule, computed key ratios. We broke down revenue, we broke down all cost items. Then after that, we took that monthly model and we built an annual model again for one store, but an annual model, right? We did it by adding up the revenues and cost items, all P&L items for 12-month period. Same thing for cash flow. Once we had that, we rolled these up, right? Assuming, so key assumption that we made in this case was that if I keep opening stores, all of them are going to have the same unit economics that this one store that I've modeled out will have, right? One restaurant, which will never be the case in reality, right? It's just not going to happen that the cost structures are the same, or the throughput in terms of revenue is the same, because they're restaurants, right? So like different restaurants are going to have different physical locations where rent is going to be different, your footfalls are going to be different. So no two restaurants will ever be the same, but for the sake of for our modeling case, we can't really assume anything else. So given that in mind, this is how we go about doing it, but that's an important point to remember. And then after we did all of that, we rolled everything up, right? Basis the schedule that they gave us to say that, hey, if you open so many restaurants each year, what is the model going to look like? So basis all of this, we built a calculator, which I think is pretty decent, wherein we can run as many scenarios as we want by changing a lot of these assumptions through and through. And we kind of did that in one video, right? Where we changed the assumptions for one store at the unit level, just to see how few changes, like say in terms of capacity utilization, just changes everything, right? So it's important to keep these things in mind when you run a case. The first thing you should always do, you should always make it dynamic in terms of just build out the calculator, the model. Once that has been built out, you can run as many scenarios as you want, play around with the model to see how changes in a few things just change everything, right? And that should kind of tie in with common sense and reality. So that being said, thank you guys for watching. It was nice to have you guys watching this course. Tune in for our next modeling series videos. Hope to see you guys there. Bye.
Hey, thanks a lot for watching the video. Hope you found it useful and also got a few actionable insights.
Check out our website and join the mailing list for regular content. Do spread the word and share it with anyone else you think might find this useful.